Is anyone cashing in on the 2020 crash? Because I'm going to tell you, people did it in the last recession, millionaires were made, and people are doing it right now, and you should be one of them. $35 million displaced jobs. Business Insider went on to say it will be the very best of times for you to start a business, but I have to tell you, I disagree. People are frightened about this recession, but really should they be? The reality is that recessions genuinely end up exposing the biggest shifts and changes in an economy, which ultimately leads to the next $1 million or $1 billion startup. For example, from Business Insider, starting a business in the depths of the recession has proven successful. For who during the last Great Recession? Airbnb, which is like a $30 billion company, Venmo, Pinterest, Uber, WhatsApp. Like, can we really imagine life without those companies? But they are the byproduct of a Great Recession. Business Insider actually went on to say in the next 12 to 24 months, it will be the very best of times for you to start a business. But I have to tell you, I disagree. Right now is the very best of times to be doing that. And I'm going to show you some companies that are killing it right now. We are getting smarter at knowing how to navigate recessions, especially when it is a government-forced recession. For example, CNBC produced a really amazing study. They went out and analyzed 8 billion pages of views all over the internet, all over YouTube, and they were basically asking, during coronavirus, people are changing their habits. What are they doing with their time? What are they interested in? Check this out. Just a couple of upcoming hot sectors. Number one, home improvement. Up 140% in growth. Consumers, they're super interested in that. This one blew me away. Fitness and health. With gyms closed, there is a 2,000,000% growth in consumer interest, probably because most people have moved the gym into their homes and are watching videos of other people teaching them how to stay fit instead of fat during COVID. In fact, there are several companies that are killing it right now during COVID, but some are faring better than others. Which ones? Well, dude, according to Forbes, they're saying that purpose-driven businesses are killing it during COVID-19. Again, a purpose-driven business is actually a company that is aimed at doing some kind of social good. They're helping their employees. They're doing something better. Forbes actually breaks it into 4 categories. The first one is they talk about flattened hierarchy, flexible roles. Dude, take a chance on people. Give them a chance for leadership. And by the way, make the work environment awesome. Make people want to be there. Like, can they go to work in pajama day, or are you providing food for them? And then, of course, many purpose-driven companies are focusing on just doing the right thing. And there's pressure to do that. In fact, all eyes, the eyes of the world are on them right now, wondering, will you do the right thing? It could be a company like Tom's Shoes that are doing the socially responsible thing of like, buy our shoes and we'll give a pair away to someone in a third world country, or drink our water and then we'll give clean, pure water away to people that struggle with that. But dude, I spent $50,000 on tickets for my Olympic tickets in Japan, and guess what? The company freaking won't refund me. That's 50 grand and I'm pissed. Number 3, Forbes also talks about making work human again. As in, like, companies that are focusing on their employees, saying, you know what? Our first and foremost customer is not just the people that are buying our business, it's actually the people that are supplying it. It's our employees, it's our teams. For May the 4th be with you, I was surprised to get this box in the mail, and it turns out that all the employees in my company got a box in the mail, and over Skype or Zoom, everyone was opening it and actually receiving gifts and actually putting on like dorky masks and having lightsaber wars. It was really fun. It was all about what can we do to make this the right kind of fun environment so you really enjoy your workspace. But most importantly, here's my favorite. When you think of a purpose-driven company that are excelling right now, it's those that are fast and effective in their innovation. Right now, if you're a business owner or not, you should be asking, we're living in a new world, everything has changed. What are you doing to serve people in the ways they need it most? Let me give you an example. This right here, this young guy, he's actually a former world champion archer who had an archery business. And he decided to convert his entire company to printing 3D respirator masks.
We have the technology.
because there was a huge need for that. There's a lot of business owners that are really rethinking what they're providing, and if it's not really essential or useful in today's economy, they're rethinking. For example, this is Mark Harmon. This guy in the Bay Area, he owns a company that provides holiday wreaths. Like, who gives a rip right now? And he figured that out. He actually said, it occurred to me on Saturday that we have this e-commerce infrastructure, website know-how, 10 warehouses across the country, a relationship with FedEx, and asked, what could we actually do that is more important? And they noticed that what was flying off of the shelves the most was pasta and toilet paper. So guess what they did? They started providing that. In the last couple months, if you've hit the supermarket, you've probably gone down the meat aisle and realized that it's a little bit anemic, like, where's the beef? And where's the rest of the meat, right? Tyson Foods actually shut down some of their processing plants. Bottom line, meat is not out there. There's farmers with chickens and meat, and then there's not butchers. They don't know how to bring it to market, which is why it's inspired this Korean barbecue company down in Southern California, Gens. They've got 11 restaurants. They shut their doors. They can't serve their food, but they do have a healthy supply of meat. And what have they been doing? They've been actually opening up meat markets and, socially responsible thing here, making meat available to people that haven't been able to get it through the normal supply chain from the supermarket. I took my family to this local pottery studio where you basically arts and crafts and make pottery, and they had to shut their doors so long that they were at threat for going out of business. And you know what they did? They started literally having people come by, pick up do-it-yourself pottery kits. They would do them at home, and then they would bring them back to get fired. They found a way. In a recession, companies have to pivot. I did that in 2008. Most of my competitors went out of business, and we learned how to thrive, not just survive, so that we didn't die. For example, there's 3 core things I've done different, which is why year over year we're up higher than we were without coronavirus. Number 1, dude, I'm giving my stuff away for bigger discounts, basically offering more value in the marketplace. I've also decided to make myself more accessible. I actually have people here watching this video going to the description below, and I'm giving you my phone number. You're gonna save it, and then you're gonna text me, and I'm gonna connect. That's a greater value proposition when we connect. But lastly, I'm actually launching new products based on what the world needs today. Now, I don't have meat that I can repurpose and give to the world, but I'll tell you what I do know. 35 million displaced jobs. That gets under my skin. It absolutely upsets me. And I've got friends out there that are now literally out of work, and I decided to create an overnight solution. What is it? It's a simple side hustle. Let me show you. I asked myself, if I lost my job, how would I replace my income? What kind of side hustle would I go to that could replace that level of income? And whether you're looking for a couple $1,000s a month or whether you're trying to replace your entire income, the best way for me to introduce what this side hustle is with a simple question. What do all homes have in common? The American dream, right? We all want to own our own home. We want to be master of our own castle. And yet, guess what? Homes require maintenance, home projects galore. And when there's a home project that needs to be done that you don't want to do, who are you going to have do it? You're going to actually ask this dude or gal, right? It's a handyman. It's someone that says, hey, I'll do that for you. And yet, let me ask you this question. What do all handymen have in common, aside from having 8 arms? They suck at technology, like oil and water. They just don't mix. So I came up with a simple side hustle idea. What if I could find people all over the internet that needed a home project done? And what if I could broker it out to contractors and handyman and be the middle guy that makes a lot of money for very little time? I call it 6-figure hustle. It is a perfect business replacement. It's something that you can do for a couple hours a day and literally replace your job with 6 figures. Basically, I'm teaching people how to become home project brokers. The leads are endlessly available, and there's people that want to do the work. And in the middle, you can find yourself making $500 an hour. I've got some of my students making over $1,000 an hour, literally working from home, just texting back and forth and connecting people together. It's pretty amazing. The reality is that the biggest winners in this brand new economy with this recession are people that aren't even in business yet, or it's people that need to pivot into a better business like what we're talking about right here, right? It's business owners that are rethinking their strategy and saying, the world's needs have changed. For example, if you find yourself feeling financially less secure, if you don't feel good about your wages, your salary, or if you've lost your job, and if you're finally thinking, I want to be in control of my own financial future, That's available to you. You can literally click the link below and actually find some of the different tools and resources that I'm making available that can help you understand how big of an opportunity this is and how many more opportunities are really out there. This is not the worst of times. This crash is the best of times, and it's an opportunity for you to cash in and make for yourself a better life. Cash in on the crash? Heck yeah, and if you're not, click the link below and let's team up and make something happen. By the way, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, do me a favor, will you smash the like button and then make sure you hit that subscribe button because I got more videos coming out to help awaken your financial genius.